We have another week here of the NFL Pick'em. It's going to be another rapid fire one. First and foremost, welcome back for week 14. I'm going to give you the anytime TDs first this time around, and then we'll get into the games really quick because I want to make sure some people have a time to get in these 1 p.m. anytime TDs. We like Cordarrelle Patterson, Nick Chubb, Javonte Williams, Devontae Adams, Alvin Kamara, George Kittle, Cam Newton, David Montgomery, DK Metcalf, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, CeeDee Lamb, Terry McLaurin, Aaron Rodgers, Mark Andrews, Lamar Jackson, Mike Evans, and last but not least, Deebo Samuel. As always, as was stated in the bios that when we post these videos, if you have a gambling problem, obviously reach out to somebody, 1-800-GAMBLER. We are not giving you these picks like they are mortal locks. Don't go and bet your house on them. Don't go and bet your mortgage on any of these picks. We're not insiders. We don't have inside information as much as we like to, maybe think that. These are just our opinions. Do with them as you will. Having said that, let's get into these games really quick. First one we have on the list here is Seahawks-Texans. I like the Seahawks here. I think they bounce back pretty well. This is a game that they pretty much have to have every game for the rest of the season. Starting with this one, if they don't win this one, they're toast. Could be Russ Wilson's the beginning of the end in Seattle. If they don't get this done, I think they do. This is also a game that the chef and I jumped on for our circa pick. I believe it was at 8.5 in that one. Still like them to cover there. I got it down to 7.5, but still like that at 8.5 as well. Saints Jets, all get them down to 3, but this is again a circa pick of me and the chef and I should say. And that one I believe was at 5.5. Like them to cover it still with the Jets. I think it's going to be a pretty handed game in the Saints' favor. This is they've been on a crazy loss streak. Sean Payton's longest since he's been the head coach in New Orleans. They're going to get it right. If they don't, what other time are they going to get it right besides the best time, which is against the Jets? They still have a shot at the playoffs, but they have to win here, have to make a statement, have to get some confidence going. Kamara's back. He's a full go. Saints. Next one we're going to talk is Bears-Packers. This is a game that tore the chef and I up during the week because we love the Bears, but it's the Bears. So super sketched out about it. We are on the Bears, believe it or not. So yeah, I got them at plus 14. I got a little bit of extra cushion on them. We did take them for the circa at plus 12.5. So we like them even at the 12.5, but just as a little bit of an extra insurance, I did go ahead and buy that extra 1.5 to get them up to 14. Next one on the board is Cowboys football teams. This is one that, again, the chef and I sort of went back and forth with. This is a game that we ultimately are going showdown on, the chef and I, but I am on the Washington football team. I got them plus 8. I think they get it done. Maybe not get it done, but I think they definitely cover. They've played a lot of good teams lately during this little streak and stretch that they've had. A lot of good quarterbacks. Defenses had to step up in a major way. Tony Pollard's out for the Cowboys. I think that is a bigger factor than a lot of people are giving Pollard credit for. He's a big key in getting that weight off of Zeke. Zeke's got a knee injury right now that he's fighting. He's not 100%. Washington's got a great rush defense. I think Washington's able to slow down Zeke enough to force Dak to throw. I think he has some success, but not enough to where, Heineke's not going to be able to keep up with him. The football team's not going to be able to keep up with him. I see this game as, a shootout type of thing. Either way, I like the football team to cover. This is not one, obviously, that we went with circa because this is something that we were going back and forth on. But, however, it is what it is. Football team's winning, Chef. Next one we're going to is Bills Buccaneers. This is one again that I don't know. I was just sort of torn on. It's because it could go either way. You know, if you get the Bills that beat the Steelers at the beginning of the year, or contends with all these great teams and playoff teams, or you're going to get the Bills that lose to the Jaguars. I think you're going to get the Bills that lose to the Jaguars. I did not like how that defense responded last week to some criticism via the reporter. I think that shows that they are a little shaken up there. Things aren't quite as rosy as they once appeared in Buffalo. They're still my Super Bowl pick. I still think they have plenty of time to right the ship here, but it's going to take probably winning here or losing here and doing some serious self-reflection in Buffalo. I am on the Buccaneers. I did take them down to money line though, however, but I am on the Bucs. I think they get that done. They're just a different team right now. They're on a much better path and trajectory than this Buffalo team. I look for them to continue that. Lions Broncos. Are the Lions going to get their second win of the season and second win in the row? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The Denver Broncos are going to hold them pretty handily, I think. Look for that defense to step up in a major way. I think this is the Lions coming down to earth moment. You know, I was sort of torn on it during the week, trying to decide, is now the Lions build momentum on it, right? Because that's what every team tries to do in these sort of situations where you've had a terrible year and then now you get one and you start feeling a little bit better about yourself. Does that carry forward? Not this week. Not this week. The Broncos are still in the playoff hunt. They still have something to play for. They are not out of it. This is a game that they have to have if they want to, go anywhere, especially into the playoffs to make it. This is a game they have to have against these Lions. They need to hold them and handle them pretty significantly, in my opinion, to really give themselves confidence for this final stretch. I like the Broncos. This is also a game that we got for the Circa game. It came at 10 even. I took them down to 9 just to give a little bit extra insurance. I think the number was like minus 135, getting them down to 9. But that was before. I think now the number's at like 11.5, 12.5, something like that. So there's obviously been a lot of money pouring in on the Broncos. So keep that in mind if that's something that you obviously look for. Next game we're going to talk is Browns-Ravens. This is one that I was back and forth with on during the week. Couldn't really decide which side I wanted to get on. I really liked the Ravens for the majority of the week. I think this is a game that, if they want to do anything in the playoffs, they sort of have to have it. But same goes for the Browns, if not in a more major way, right? Browns are sitting at 6-6. Ravens are 8-4. Browns need to win this game. Both teams have a serious 5-game stretch to end the season. They both play the Steelers. They both play the Packers. They both play each other, and they both play the Bengals. Then past that, the Browns play, I believe, the Rams, and the Ravens play. They basically flip the Raiders. And that's kind of how they finish. So in my opinion, this is a must-win for both teams. If the Ravens win this game, they've all but locked up that division. It makes it really hard for the Browns to climb back from a 3-game deficit with only 4 to go. Whereas, if the Ravens lose this game, the Browns are now only a game back with 4 to go. That opens the door for them in a major way to win that division and get into the playoffs. I'm on the Browns here. I think the Browns get it done. I think I just made an error as well because I'm pretty sure they're playing in Cleveland here. I think I just caught that. I apologize. The Browns are in Cleveland. This is one that I jumped on for the money line just because it's a division game. I'm not super excited about it. And like I said, I was on the Ravens earlier in the week. But I just think that the Browns are going to be too much for the Ravens. I think they're going to have enough on defense. They played them They had a bye. Now they play them again. Their mind has been solely Ravens, Ravens, Ravens for almost a month now. I think that's a huge factor. Browns, I think they get it done. San Francisco 49ers and Bengals, last one to round off the week. We are on the San Francisco 49ers. I think they handle the Bengals pretty well. The 49ers have been a consistently much better team on the road than they have been at home under Kyle Shanahan. I think that continues. I also think that Joe Burrow, that dislocated pinky on his throwing hand, is going to be a much bigger issue than what he is giving it credit for, and what a lot of other people may have looked into is how serious that is. A pinky on the throwing hand of the football is massive. I mean, that gives you extra control, that gives you extra power when you're going down the field. That extra pinky is a huge difference maker. If he's not able to do that, if he throws the ball, hits it on a guy's helmet on a deflection or something, and he can't go, their backup is Brandon Allen. I don't know about you, but I don't have faith backing a injured hand, throwing hand Joe Burrow and a Brandon Allen. He may get to that point after this game and prove something to me, but until that does, I can't justify running with that. So that's where I'm at with the last one. I am on the 49ers. The chef is also with me on the 49ers. That is our fifth and final Circa pick. I want to thank everybody for watching this week. Thank everybody for watching last week. I hope you did and followed. We went 7-1 in our picks last week. Hope to continue that trend here. We're only about 5 points out from first place in the Circa Million contest, so it's getting down to the knit and grit, and we're really excited to see how it plays out. Make sure to give us a follow if you haven't already. We love the support. If you guys have any questions, make sure to throw that in the comments as well. And good luck today. Hope everybody's successful. And until next week, we rock on, baby. All right, guys. Have a good one. Good